32 strong. 2 by 2 they line up, a cavalry of Chevys, Fords, Buicks, Pontiacs, Toyotas, Oldsmobiles, DeLoreans, yes, DeLoreans, Chryslers and Dodges, as Nathan Hudson of Great Britain will lead the field to the green for the first 50 laps, the first race of the HARC Can-Am Series USA Tour, and we are underway. Alex Allen from Virginia is on his outside, and Allen trying to make something work. The outside line is a little better here. You can't make a pass on the inside, but you're going to need assistance or a great run. But Hudson powers ahead going into turn number 1, and off at turn 2. It looks like he's going to have the advantage, but the 39 of Andreas Allen, the Allen Racing team, is the only two-car team to both be running in the USA Tour. Officials really discouraged having both cars in the same series, but they did not forbid it. He surges ahead into turn 4 and will lead the first lap. What is Josh King doing in the 56? This is going to get messy. Here is Josh King, no relation to Jonathan King, at least not that I'm aware of. Jonathan King ran in HARC for, I think, 2 years. Josh King, a young Nebraska rookie in the AGP Oldsmobile, surges into a 6-wide situation with Nathan Ormond, Brandon Cresta, Steve McDougall, Alex Allen, and Nathan Hudson. This is incredible stuff, and he's still 5 wide. He started 17th, and he's going for 4th. Careful there. This is one of the smaller teams in the garage. In fact, he showed up with a sponsor that he had to can for one reason or another to preseason testing. The AGP logo was slapped on at the last moment, but clearly Josh is racing like he's a veteran with a lot of cars in the garage. It's always great to see. Mitchell Carter in the 88. New car for Carter, the Orange Velocity Fanta Camaro, shuffles Josh Sikuli out of the lead, but Carlin Dumian takes advantage and will lead this lap, it looks like. It's very strange to see Endumian in a new car. He always ran the 1 car, but he's got a new 0-1 scheme. Still a Firebird and still very pretty. Eric Cardona in the Buick Regal. Yes, he's running a Regal now. He showed up to Beach Ridge with Ford Thunderbird, but according to him, when he was talking to me in opening practice, he just, after his crash, he decided not to repair it. I don't think Tyler Saber's going to be too happy, considering half the funding for Jersey Taco Racing comes out of Tyler Saber's pocket, but, well, that's his problem, not mine. As Carter will, it looks like Carter will lead the lap. No, not quite. The Great Britain native in Endumian, the HARC veteran, very long time HARC veteran, will take another lap, and he will deny the 88 a bonus point. It's been a very long time since HARC has given bonus points for leading a singular lap, as Alex Rowe decides that it's his turn to shine. Here's James Gibson in the number 75, the beautiful Derek Cook throwback, the Perlator Dodge Daytona. The one of 2 Michigan natives in the field, along with Cynthia Van Klompenborg, who was mired a little bit further back in traffic. Gibson didn't have a great rookie shootout after being sent off course by Klompenborg, ironically enough, but he is trying to make a name for himself here. As who is our leader right now? There have been about 6 lead changes so far in just 7 laps. Sandra Rowe is currently shining up front, but Alex Allen's going to need a whole different kind of shine to get rid of some of the dents that he's going to get from this spin out, caused by Nathan Ormond being a little too aggressive on lap 8. Allen spins down the backstretch, putting Eric Monaco into the wall and collecting the 9 of Zayden Davidson. The day is unfortunately over for Davidson as that hit punctured a big hole in his radiator. Josh King leads the field to the green for the lap 13 restart. We've got 30 cars left in the race after Audra Baranowskis lost the ignition on her Camaro and had to drop out under that caution. Everyone pitted for fuel, so they should be good to go for the rest of the day, because fuel was a huge concern during the Canadian race and played a big part in the finish. James Shelley powers on by on the inside with a great restart and a great run in his Outlaw body shop Lumina, with Carlin Dumian on the outside trying to make something work. Entering turn number 3, it looks like Bobby Jones is going to try his luck on the inside, as the field gets back into how they were racing earlier. Here's Trey Wright in the number 38 Boy Scouts of America Mustang. The Neshannock Station, New Jersey native is a good friend of the Lagacy family and is trying to do what Jack Lagacy never could, and that is win. He's powering his way up through the field in the middle line, trying to get by Jack Halleck. That won't work out, and now he's being swallowed up a little bit, but he is making it by Josh King, whose car seems to have fallen off a bit. Here's Caden Morgan in the 04, the Napster Oldsmobile. The New Yorker has been in that in HARC for a while. He drove the 04 in 2017. However, he was going by a different name then. He's looking for a fresh start under this new moniker, and it looks like he's going to make it known to everybody as he takes it 5 wide on the inside and will get a spot or two. So, good run by Morgan as the field continues to reshuffle itself. Pole sitter Nathan Hudson has been shuffled to the back of the field, racing with Frank Bengritz in the field's only DeLorean, one of 2 in all that we have, the other being Tony Tavolaris. Also back there is Eric Monaco, who has a bit of damage on his number 1X Halmar Camaro from getting into the wall on lap 8. So his car is definitely not going to be up front unless he can make some magic happen, because aerodynamics is very important here. As Hudson tries to work his way back up, he's got a big cavalry of cars that he'll have to get by. You know when they say that someone's been making moves like they're the star of a bad racing movie? Well, Nathan Orman is trying to audition for that part, because he's been making some amazing maneuvers through the pack right now. The functionally unsponsored Pontiac Firebird that was likely purchased secondhand from Luka Obrovac when Obrovac left the series is now on the outside of a 5-wide situation, and it looks like he's going to power his way on through. So good move by the Californian, who again is functionally unsponsored considering that Pontiac Racing and GM Goodwrench aren't around anymore. Speaking of not many sponsorship dollars, here's Eric Cardona in the 23 Anticipation Proclamation, Neighbors Pro Engine, Charlie's Tent, Brownie's 24-hour towing, Buick Regal. Yeah, he wanted me to name all those, so you owe me. In any case, he's racing with Mitchell Carter, who's falling back to the mid-back about, and Brandon Crasta, who owned his car when Cardona got a taste of HARC at Flat Rock earlier this year. Andreas Allen's day hasn't gone too well since the first caution, and now he gets into the wall. I think Derek Hamill may have clipped the wall up ahead, but the 39 definitely rode it. Well, at least looks like he's going to fall back and lose the draft, so perhaps he'll be able to keep his brother company. Actually, no, not quite. He gets a good run. On second thought, I think that might have been because the field jammed up for something. I'm not quite sure. Just wanted to give a shout out to Steve McDougall in the 83 Bad Boy Motors Ford Mustang from Maverick Motorsports. The Brinkley, Arkansas dirt late model racer was fastest in both practice sessions, so despite him not running too well right now, we might be seeing him up front a little later if all goes well. Here's someone we didn't expect to see up front, Cynthia Van Klompenborg in the Mopar Chrysler LeBaron for Rick Hasler Racing. She is doing real well, making only a second start of her stock car racing career. As we've got a few spinners to the inside, looks like that'll be our second caution. Jack Halleck is the one responsible for this one, as he gets into the back of Ryan Bolden, sends his car spinning to the inside. James Shelley and Bobby Jones also collected. There's Shelley going on by. All 4 cars are mostly undamaged and will continue on. Nathan Hudson probably got the $75 seat award here, as he just barely gets on by the 49 of Bobby Jones. I think Bobby's going to have to pay for his dry cleaning bill. But no damage to the number 8, nor anyone else, with the exception, of course, of shot tires and bumped out Pride. It's Morgan, Wright, Dent Gertis, Endumian, Rowe, King, and Van Klompenborg, your top 7, as the field takes a lap 27 restart. Van Klompenborg and Aiden Shepard already getting out of line there, as The 38 car tries his luck on the inside. It might be a bit of a tall order, but he does have assistance from the number 0 car, the Scott Bloomquist throwback, as Alexander Rowe shoves the 71 down the track, but Van Klompenborg decides to use this to go 4 wide with Endumian and Morgan, and this shuffles Morgan back into the clutch of Shepard, Cardona, and everyone else back there, as Wright duels Den Curtis to lead the lap. I think Den Curtis is going to get it, as the 04 tries to recover. Here's why, before you become a race car driver, you should probably know your way around the car's inner mechanics. Mitchell Carter in the 88 reported a brake caliper failure under that caution, and it turns out he was 100% right, so the team was able to get to work quickly and get it replaced. He will actually not lose a lap due to this, and he will remain on pace, but he is well behind. Cynthia Van Klompenborg is really showing amazing pace, especially for someone who just stepped out of fast track, as she's taking it 3 wide for the lead on tight end Curtis and Trey Wright. Amazing stuff from the Niles, Michigan rookie. Looks like she's going to get a little more help, or perhaps a little hindrance from Aiden Shepard, as Shepard tries to press his luck, but it seems like he's gotten a whammy, as the lap will go to Van Klompenborg. One of the last couple things they teach you in Stock Car 101 is how to deal with lap traffic, but it seems like Cynthia Van Klompenborg already knows how to do that, because she's using Mitchell Carter both as a side draft partner and as a pick. Amazing work by a driver who, again, is making just her second start in stock cars. On board Eric Cardona, the Rayford, North Carolina native, is in the middle of some of the wildest racing that HARC has ever seen, as he makes it 4 wide himself on a couple of cars. Ormond, Hamill, and I think that was Dan Boyles on the far outside. It's not going to work out, and they'll have to back off. I'm very surprised by how much pace a couple of these guys have shown, such as Nathan Ormond, who I don't think was brought up even once during the Beach Ridge race. Fortunately, it seems like Josh King's time up front has come to a conclusion, because it looks like, whoa! A bit of contact up ahead. Derek Hamill, wild save. We'll have to take a look at that. But it looks like the 56 has fallen off. Actually, he might have some damage. I'm not sure where from. But in any case, don't know if we'll be seeing him up front. Guess who? Nathan Ormond again. He gets in the back of Josh Sekuli and shunts Sekuli down the track into Derek Hamill, sending Hamill to the inside. Both drivers save it, and all is well with the world. Officials have asked to speak with Nathan Ormond after the race. They didn't sound too angry, so I don't expect a penalty or anything. I think they just want to, talk things over and make sure that wasn't like on purpose or anything. But whoa, what's he doing here? He's going for a hole, and he's going to try and make it 5 wide, and he does. Nathan Ormond gains 4 spots in the middle of the corner. And in fact, he's going for 5 on Trey Wright, who has been shuffled back a little bit. It seems Trey Wright got distracted by the fact that there's still a Jasper Engine 77 trailer out there, and that team hasn't been around in 15 years, because he slips up in turn 3 and gets into the wall, which will send him falling back like a rock. So, after farting around in about 20th place for most of the day, Steve McDougall has decided, hey, I've got a fast car. I may as well make my way up through the field. And he is doing just that, overtaking both Carl Endumian and DJ Curtis in a 4-wide situation, though Trey Wright manages to get away. He's currently attempting a 3-wide on Endumian and Brandon Crasta, who has also decided to try and make his way up through the field. Here's Samet Ozkan in the 91. We're trying to build her Chrysler. I'm not quite sure why he's running the USA Tour when he's got Regina Builder on the car, but then again, whoa! Eric Cardona almost dumps Eric Monaco into the infield. I guess that was about all the Erics there. But in any case, Ozkan, I'm not sure why his Regina Builder on the car when this is the American Tour. And again, he might be unsponsored, considering that is clearly an old Zayden Davidson car. You're not missing anything up front. It's still Cynthia Van Klompenborg, who has led about the past 10 to 12 laps. Mitchell Carter is most of the reason behind that. Sometimes a fast lap car can be more annoying than a slow one, and he is certainly on pace. In fact, he's running about the same times as the leaders. So Carter, and not really playing too nice with everyone around him. I guess, I wonder if there's a reason behind that. Anyway, Steve McDougal has had enough, and he makes his way up into second place as the field gets ready to start lap 41. They will be coming across a slow lapped car soon, that being the 40 of Alex Allen. And here is Alex Allen in the Cookout Lumina. He sweeps up the track and right in front of Van Klompenborg, which will cause her to drop a couple of spots. Steve McDougal will lead his first lap of the race, and Alexander Rowe and Nathan Hudson follow suit. Doesn't look like she's going to lose too many spots because the 40 car isn't terribly off the pace. It's off by about 10 miles an hour. And there she goes. She ducks low. Trey Wright ducks even lower, tries to get something done, but I don't know if he's going to get anything out of it. I don't think Alex Allen's going to be on too many people's Christmas card lists. He put Ty Dent Curtis into the wall. You can see Dent Curtis back a little further back than he was earlier. And in fact, Dent Curtis gets into the back of the 78 of Prudence Littlejohn and sends her spinning down into Eric Cardona, which will force another caution. This one comes with about 7 laps to go. It's McDougal, Hudson, Van Klompenborg, Rowe, Krasa, your top 5. As the field takes 2 laps to go, Steve McDougal jumps ahead, but I think he might have made a mistake there because the field's going to swallow him up. Cynthia Van Klompenborg makes a move on the inside of the Gundam 0079 and number 8 car and will surge ahead into turn number 2. She has 1 car left before she can complete what would be a colossal upset, but McDougal for Maverick Motorsports is going to do everything he can to hold her off. Van Klompenborg tries her luck on the inside, and it looks like it's going to stick as TJ Curtis, whoa, they got a little loose there, did Aiden Shepard, as the 71 takes the white flag. 1 more lap to go for Cynthia Van Klompenborg of Niles, Michigan, and the Rick Pausler Racing own number 71. But Steve McDougal in the Maverick Motorsports Mustang is not about to let this one slip away. The Brinkley, Arkansas native makes the move off of turn 2 and tries to snipe the 71, but Van Klompenborg gets a run off of 2 and will hang on to the lead for now. 36, Xander Rowe supports the 71. Nathan Hudson in the 8 supporting the 83. 71 surges ahead, tries to move down in front of the 83, but leaves the door open, and around goes the number 36 of Xander Rowe, and they crash behind the leaders. Cynthia Van Klompenborg scores an amazing upset as a horrible crash breaks out. Terrible incident behind the leaders. And Van Klompenborg, oh my goodness. Taking a look at what happened to the 36, DJ Curtis, a bit too aggressive there, sends 36 down into the 8, and when Rowe comes back up, Mitchell Carter's there. Dent Curtis gets damaged. 78 gets damaged. Ryan Bolden, full speed into the door of the 36. Oh, that is not something you want to see. Taking a look at Ryan Bolden, he sees smoke up ahead and isn't sure what's going on. And by the time he sees 36, he makes a quick right turn and strikes Rowe right where the Hans device links up at about 145 miles an hour. So he did hit the brakes considerably. Not as bad an impact as I thought it was, but still a very concerning one. This crash makes it 2 for 2 in written off cars for JB Motorsports after Max Anderson's wild roll here on the front stretch during the Canadian race. Of course, that's not really the focus right now. Rowe was still spinning at about 120 miles an hour when he was pegged at 147 by Ryan Bolden. Rowe was conscious when he was extricated from his car, but we have no further word on how he's doing. He was taken to a local hospital. Bolden was conscious and alert and talking with officials, when he was extricated from his car and was taken to the infield care center. No further word on him. Nathan Hudson had an up-and-down day. He was on pole, then he was at the back, and now he gets screwed out of a possible top 3 finish by this incident, as we've got 2 spinners up ahead, Dan Voiles and Aiden Shepard, but they managed to gather themselves up. Hudson will be credited with 11th place. Taking a look at the final finishing results, Cynthia Van Klompenborg, what an upset by the Michigander, beating Steve McDougall by 3/100ths. Real heartbreaker for McDougall, but still comes home in 2nd place. Trey Wright brings home 3rd. He had an up-and-down day as well. 4th place, DJ Curtis. Officials have asked to speak with him in the hall or a little later. I'm not sure if anything's going to come of that. Josh Shikuli comes home 5th. Carl Endumian, Brandon Krasta, Nathan Ormond, Aiden Shepard, and Dan Voiles round out the top 10.